We are here to talk about WP Fusion, which is a WordPress plugin. I'm going to talk about the problem that this WordPress plugin solves for communication between things that are happening on your website and things that are happening in your email marketing. And that could be any email marketing CRM platforms. It could be ActiveCampaign, HubSpot, Klaviyo, High Level, MailChimp, MailerLite, any of them. Kit. WP Fusion works with all of these. I'm going to cover why would you not use Zapier to do this stuff? Because that's the first thing a lot of people think about joining up different tech tools. Well, I'm just going to use Zapier. We're going to talk about how WP Fusion actually works, show you some real use cases, which I swear are going to blow your mind. Every time I tell anyone about this plugin, their head basically explodes and they go buy it. So you have been warned. It makes your leads, your customers, and your team happy because everything feels smooth and joined up. And that means that they spend more money with you and you make more profit. So happy days. WP Fusion makes everybody feel happier. So let's talk about the problem that WP Fusion solves in your business. If you have a WordPress website and logged in users who are doing stuff on your website, and you also have some email tech, which could be ActiveCampaign or Kit, High Level, Keep, any one of those other ones. If you have WordPress users and contacts in your email system, some of those people are actually in both those places. So this guy who was active on your WordPress website is actually also active in your email system, clicking emails, reading things and going through automations, having SMS messages sent to them. Now, the problem comes when the website doesn't know what the email marketing is doing, and vice versa. If the email marketing doesn't know what's happening on the website, it's bad. There's like a just massive disconnect between those two places. And you and your team don't know that this person on your website matches up with this other person who's in your email system. If you don't know that as the team, it's like having two completely siloed places of activities. And that is really bad, especially if you have logged in users who are doing important things on your website, like learning from courses or memberships, buying products, downloading resources. If you don't know what video they've watched, what content they've consumed, how much their lifetime value is, if you don't know that, your email marketing and automation tech cannot possibly do such a good job of being personalized to their journey. So that whole data silo thing, we don't want that to happen. The first thing most people think when we talk about joining up two pieces of tech and getting them to integrate or talk to each other better is, well, why not use Zapier? Here's why not use Zapier. The threads between your website and your email marketing are multiple. There are so many things that happen in one of those places that would be good to know over here, or that happen over here and would be good to know over there. They opened an email, clicked the link in an SMS, went through an automation. They have this tag, they don't have this tag. They looked at this content, consumed this lesson, purchased this product. If you think about the range of activity that can happen in both of those pieces of tech, it's insane. Zapier is really good at joining the dots on very specific things. If this happens here, then go through these steps and have it do another thing over there. So Zapier is really good at joining a single thread, but you're paying per task, per thing that Zapier has to do. The difference between that and our new friend, WP Fusion, is that WP Fusion gives you complete synchronicity between your WordPress website and your email tech. Now, I don't have enough hands to hold all this up. WP Fusion is sitting in the middle between our different places. With WP Fusion, this is like symbiosis between systems. WP Fusion can take countless different pieces of information and send them flawlessly to and fro in a really human-friendly way, where you don't even have to deal with complicated Zapier language or anything like that. WP Fusion is just super human-friendly. It's scalable, it's easy to use, and it doesn't cost you more if you do more with it. The more you do with it, the better the value is. It's like the complete opposite of Zapier. Zapier, the more you use it, the more they are going to charge you. WP Fusion, the more you use it, the more happy you are going to be with the value that you are getting from this plugin. I am quite evangelical about WP Fusion because my business runs so closely between my WordPress website and my email tech. And that's true of a lot of people who run memberships or e-commerce sites, any sort of learning courses, basically anything where users are logging in on your WordPress website and you're running email marketing and automation alongside that. WP Fusion is going to be helpful to you. And I've seen it transform so many businesses. So let's talk about how it actually does this. In a nutshell, WP Fusion allows you to send information in both directions, from website to email marketing system and back the other way. That means actions that happen on your website can influence things in your email marketing. So let's say someone visits a certain page over here, you could have that trigger an email to say, hey, it looks like you're interested in this product. How about we go buy that? And then the website can tell you when they've bought that product and say, oh, they've bought the product now. So the email marketing can stop trying to get them to buy that product because they already bought it. Already in that one simple use case of trying to get someone to buy something, there's a lot of action going on for WP Fusion, carrying information in both directions, synchronizing what's happening. The difference is that then for the person who is experiencing this, it feels completely joined up, smooth and silky and lovely and completely personal to them. They're not going to carry on getting emails badgering them to buy something when they've already bought it. They're not going to see stuff on the website that's inappropriate for their particular use case because the website knows stuff about them that it's learned from their email marketing. It goes in both directions. So WP Fusion allows you to control what shows up on screen for people on your website based on the tags or field values or lists or groups that are held in your email marketing system. You can control what people are seeing on screen from like a little module of text. Show this or don't show it depending on what tags they've got in your email tech. Pretty powerful. To whole pages, show this. Don't allow access to this if they don't have these specific tags. Don't let them use this coupon if they don't have this particular tag or this field value. So it allows you this real close control over what shows or doesn't show on your website. And it also allows you to send actual field values back and forth between your website users and your email system contacts. In most email systems, you're going to have custom fields that can hold words or numbers or whatever. WP Fusion allows you to send them back and forth between your email marketing system and your website. That means if someone changes their name on the website can pass that information to your email marketing tool via WP Fusion. Same in the other direction. If they change the spelling over here in your email marketing, WP Fusion can send that flawlessly straight back to your website. Now, the free plan is like the gateway drug that's going to get you into the paid plan because it can do so much more. Quick intros. If you haven't met me before, I'm Kay Peacey, sometimes known as Auntie Kay, because I'm quite nice to people, and I'm super expert in email marketing and integrations. I'm an ActiveCampaign specialist, but don't let that deter you if you're using some other platform. The best platform for you is the one you're actually using to send emails to people and to get stuff done. And remember that the whole point of all of this integration stuff is so that our customers and leads and you, as the person running your business, have a fantastic, smooth, synchronized, fluent experience. Because when everything feels like it's slick and tailored to that person, they spend more money, which means you make more profit. And those joined up systems just save you so much work. WP Fusion is honestly like the big bomb of saving you time because it's so good. Subscribe to this YouTube channel. I'm going to keep telling you about brilliant tech, help you make those choosing tech decisions better and easier for you so you get more value from the tech that you're spending money on. Let's do a bit more now on how WP Fusion actually gets this done. Now, I could talk about Fusion all day. I probably just scratched the surface of what it's truly capable of. And I already get so much value from it. So I'm going to use some examples from my business, but know that it is an incredibly flexible, versatile platform. I get excited when I talk about tech. I don't know if you can tell. Let's say you're using some checkout tech. In this case, I'm using WooCommerce. You can have WP Fusion apply a tag in your email marketing system based on what product someone's bought. Now, you could set that per product and say, I want this product to have this tag. But WP Fusion is even smarter. They give you dynamic product tagging, meaning someone purchases any product, generate a tag that says purchased the SKU of the product. Don't worry if you don't know what SKU means. It's just a fancy way of saying the ID number of this product. And you can see we've got options there to do it using the product's name or the category. It's very flexible. It's very dynamic, which means if you add a new product, you don't have to change any of your settings. WP Fusion just makes a new tag for it. It is Genius. So it is very scalable. And remember, none of this is costing you any extra. If you have 1,000 products in there, it's not going to cost you any more than if you have one product. Let me show you another use case. Any sort of membership tech on a WordPress website, WP Fusion is absolutely invaluable. In my businesses, we use LifterLMS to run our academy, in which we teach all this stuff. By the way, we teach email marketing, integrations, automation, how to hook it up to your website, and we teach WP Fusion. Anyway, the tech we use to deliver our academy after it's been purchased using WooCommerce, we use LifterLMS to deliver the courses and memberships. And with WP Fusion, you can say, if a person has a specific tag in my email tech, give them access to this membership. Runs flawlessly. Let me give you another example. This is the dashboard inside my academy, and I'm going to point out things that WP Fusion is doing on here, because this blows people's minds. If we look up at the items that are highlighted in that top menu, those two top menu things only show if someone has a tag that says they're a member of my academy. If they're not a member of my academy, they don't see those menu items. That is controlled by our good friend WP Fusion using tags from my ActiveCampaign account. So they're interacting with the WordPress website, but we're adding or removing tags in our CRM. That's controlling what they can see on the WordPress end, what they can access. And even if they stumbled across it by accident, it's locked down by WP Fusion, and they would get a message saying you're not allowed to see this page because you don't have the tag. So it's not just a surface thing, it's proper content protection. Whatever page designer you're using, Elementor, Divi, whatever it is, you can control whole sections of the page, rows, modules, individual elements, and control who can see what things based on tags. We have this set up on our education site. So someone who's accessed it for our free training, Accelerated ActiveCampaign, and they're not a member, they don't see most of this. They see the headline, "Welcome to your Slick Business Training," and it shows their name. Guess what? WP Fusion's also doing that. But they would not see the member items on those menus. They would not see that member section. It is incredibly sophisticated. WP Fusion can help personalize your website. This is one of my favorite features. It blew my mind when I found this, because it was just kind of casually in there, and I discovered it and was like, wait, what? It can do this as well? So when Horatio visits my site, he can actually see his name on the page and see what academy level he's in. And he can see that he has a nominee. That's the thing we have in the academy, where you can bring in an extra +1 person from your business without having to pay any extra. So Horatio, when he logs in, can see, oh, my nominee at the moment is Horatio McNominee. Great naming system. If the person who was logged in did not have a nominee, they wouldn't see that text. They'd see something different there, because I've used those visibility controls. It goes so much further than that, because I can show the name of their nominee. That's being done by field mapping. You can see on your left side of the screen, and I've used the examples of some WooCommerce subscriptions fields. The technical word is field meta on your WordPress website. Any field meta can be mapped to a field that you've created in your tech at the other end. So on the left side, you're seeing WordPress user meta fields. On the right side, you're seeing fields that I've created in my email marketing system. The reason I wanted to show you these ones in particular is because I want you to understand the power of being able to have field mapping, particularly if you're in anything that involves subscriptions. For example, knowing their next payment date in WordPress is one thing. Knowing their next payment date in your email and automation system, that's a whole different ballgame, because now you can have automations that say, okay, your next payment date is coming up. Oh, and you're on an annual plan, which I can tell because I've got your subscription type mapped across as well. I can tell how long you've been a user, because I can see when your subscription started. I can see exactly what product you purchased. Having that subscription next payment date means you can send tailored, timed emails at exactly the right moment. Let's say someone's coming up to annual renewal. You have a responsibility to let that person know they're coming up to annual renewal and their payment is going to be taken. You can do that now because your fields are mapped from your WordPress website into your email tech. That's the value of it. There's stuff happening on the website. People are buying things, looking at things, watching things. You've got your email marketing where people are receiving emails, going through automations to other tech, like to let them into the community or kick them out of the community. Those two things synchronized in the middle using WP Fusion transforms everything. You can do a couple of small things, and this plugin is going to earn its keep. The team who run WP Fusion are fantastic, by the way, such nice people. And they have made sure that their plugin, WP Fusion, works with so many of the really good plugins in the WordPress ecosystem. So I'm just going to tell you some of the ones that I use it with: Gravity Forms, LifterLMS, WooCommerce, Subscriptions. I use it with Slice WP, Thirsty Affiliates. There are so many different areas that WP Fusion hooks into. It's almost like you have to think the other way around. You'd have to look pretty hard to find something that WP Fusion doesn't work well with. Anytime you go and look at something in WordPress, it will have WP Fusion options in there, and you can go explore, what have I got to play with? It opens up a world of possibility. It also throws in things like site tracking, e-commerce, where it sends every order directly to your email marketing. It can do abandoned carts. It can talk about order status. It's very human friendly to use. I can teach WP Fusion to someone who's never used any tech like that before. It's easier to teach Fusion than it is to teach 5 different Zaps that would do that job. So it's very approachable. It's always obvious what it's doing and how. It's got complete logging on everything. It's simple to use, but it's not simplistic. You can put it together to do pretty much anything you want to. For example, we're using it to handle our subscriptions on our commerce website and to control access to learning materials on our education site. But we're also using it to hook up with our affiliates and figure out how much they should be paid at the end of each month. WP Fusion has so much good stuff going on. Simple, but not simplistic. All right, I have talked a lot about the glories of WP Fusion. This is our affiliate link for WP Fusion, slickbusiness.co/recommends/WP Fusion, or you can hit the QR code, and I'll make sure the link is in the notes wherever you're viewing this video as well. Go and give it a try. You can do really quite a lot on the free plugin. The paid one gives you the e-commerce and the integrations with the huge range of WordPress plugins. If you have logged in users on WordPress and you're running email marketing automation as well, to me, as an integration specialist, certified consultant, and longtime advisor to thousands of businesses, WP Fusion is the easiest buying decision ever. Now, obviously, there's a lot to take in when you try and learn a new plugin like that. So I want you to also know that I am here to help you. I run the Slick Business Academy, and we founded it to help business users like you get to grips with this incredible tech that's out there. So not just the email marketing, but also the things they have on their website and how to join them up and get them talking to each other. WP Fusion is just one of the tools that we teach. We have plenty of content on it, whether you are a complete beginner and just learning to integrate things for the first time, or whether you are looking to do a high-level, sophisticated integration to cope with dynamic products and pricing and variations and lots of complexity. We're here for you. We've got 2 different levels in the Academy. There's Essential level, which will help you if you just want to get started with WP Fusion, get it set up with the basics. And then there's the Advanced level for when you're ready to go deeper. Subscribe to this channel. We'll be doing lots more content on how to choose the right tech for your business that's going to save you time, make you more money, and make your life easier and, frankly, a lot happier in running your business. If you watch one more video after this, I would love for it to be how to boost the number of opens and clicks you get in your emails. Because no matter how well your email is integrated with your website, no matter how slick that is, if you don't have good deliverability, that's going to cause you problems. And the easiest way to get better deliverability for emails is to make sure that people are clicking. So I want you to watch the one on how to boost opens and clicks in all of your emails. Happy days. See you next time.